Hey, welcome back. So we have a slight problem here. The editing worked fine. It's just that the tick mark actually moved. So let's try that again and let's see if we add it to the correct place. Let's save that. And then we get to this here, which isn't showing us what we want really. So why is this happening? Let me go back a step and let me see here. Why is this happening? Okay, wrong place. Let's see here, type is equal to multiple. Okay, so that's where the issue is. The reason it's not showing this is because multiple isn't active, but then it's showing the wrong place here as well. So let's see if we can fix those problems. So the first problem is on the redirect here on the this is the edit question function. So when we redirect, we don't put the correct type there, unfortunately, for some reason. Let's see. Yeah, because type is equal to empty here, right? So we have to change this. And let me put this here. We have type is equal to objective, which we were supposed to do here as well. So type is equal to multiple. Okay, great. So that solves the problem. So let's come back here and let's try now and put the answer here and let's save. So now at least we retain this part. It's just that it's clicking the wrong place. So let's see why that is going on. And let me go back to edit question. And we are on this part because it now comes down to this. Because now the post choice is there, so it will come to this section. So why isn't this working well? So it says post correct answer here. So the best way is to see. Let me see here for a second. Correct answer. Okay, so it is the name, correct answer, and value and name. The value here. So this is the issue. The value is hard coded here to A, and that isn't good. So we have to copy what we added here. Let me copy this, and we shouldn't hard code the value. Paste there. So this value should be equal to the current letter that we are on. So let's remove all these letters and just put letter with a single one. Okay, so let's do a refresh. Let's click on this and let's save the question. Okay, so now it retains that situation, which is awesome. And then it retains all this. Let's see. Let's put children here and let's save that. Okay, so that retains that as well. And here, monsters. Let's save that. Goody. Now let's go back. And you see we have children, kids, and monsters. Okay, so pretty good. Let's try and change the correct answer here. Let's go to C. And yeah, it stays there. If we go back, it stays there. Very nice, isn't it? Save. And let's try and add a commentary as well. 1 point for this question. Maybe we'll say all that. And let's save. And then let's go back. Okay, this question is worth 1 point. And then multiple choice, answer B. All right, so far so good. We are looking good. We are able to edit any of these questions. The only thing now to do is to be able to delete. But with the delete already works as it is, because we can we don't need to know whether it's a multiple choice question or not. For as long as it's a question, it will work with the delete. So let's not delete this one. I kind of like this question here. So we are done with this. Now what we need to do is to be able to display this information to the user, right? Let's see here. objective, multiple, yeah. So we need to be able to display these questions to an actual student when the student wants to write the test. So if we go back to the class here, this is the section for tests. The student should be able to see a test, whatever tests are on that class. And the thing is, we're going to have tests where the student has taken and tests where they haven't yet taken those tests. So the student needs to be able to know the difference, that these are pending tests or tests taken by the student. So we should only have, let's see here, we should only have a tab that has either taken or not taken by, or maybe what we can do, instead of having two tabs here, we can put a check mark here to show us when the student has taken, whether you've taken this test or not. So there's active and then there's taken. Now instead of putting yes or no, maybe we can put a green, a color instead, taken, yes or no. I think that will serve us better. So let's see how we can try that for now. Okay, so to begin with, let's go to the core here and let's go to functions, shall we? Now we just need a simple function to tell us whether we've taken the test or not. So let's just do function has underscore taken underscore test, like this. And then of course we will require the test ID. So let's see here, I'm going to say test underscore ID, and then we're going to return a yes or no, or true or false. There we go. So for now we're going to return false. We haven't put the meat for this function yet, but we can use it as it is because it still returns a boolean after all. So actually we need two things. Tests. Actually no, we don't need two things. The user ID of the one that's currently in here can be gotten from the session, so we just need the ID of the test itself. Pretty good. And then now we can go to the tests. Where is this? The view for these tests tab, view incorporated. So let's see here. No, not the test, but the class view. So it's a class tab tests and inc, just so we view where we are viewing the test. So there's test name created by active, and then right here we're going to put one more part, and this one is going to be taken. I don't know what word you're going to use there to describe whether you've taken the test or not. That's entirely up to you, but that word will do for me. And then let me come down here for, what am I adding here? I want to add, so there's one here for the name, two for the, let me move this down so I can see how many of these are here at all. Okay, so we have the date. Now before the date, the active, let me just duplicate this. And then I will do something like PHP tag and just say taken be equal to has taken test, and then I'll put taken here. Wait a minute. So taken is either true or false. Let's see here what we can do. Since this is always used in here, we might as well just tell the function to return a specific color. So let's see if I do a wait a minute here. I want to put an input of type color. Let's see if that works well. Let's refresh. Okay, so there's a color here. Undefined test ID. Okay, no problem. You know, come to think of it, this is just going to complicate things a little bit. So instead, what we will do is we're just going to echo the output of this. So I'm just going to cut this. Let's not complicate things. And let me move this out of the way. And instead of taken here, I will paste the entire function here like this. And remove that like so. Okay, so has taken test, and the result is true or false. Because of the equal sign, it will be echoed, and we don't have test ID, so we have to get that from row. Let me put row here, and an arrow, of course, and let's see, we use the test ID. Okay, so we have an empty thingy there. That's okay. If we go back to functions, where are we? Okay, has taken test. Instead of returning true or false, we'll return no or yes. So refresh, and there we go. So you haven't taken this test yet. And yeah, that does it. So pretty good. So far, so good. And now we just need to display the tests to the student, and let's do that in the next video.